my name is Garrison Dinsmore. And I like to make movies, and this is
This is Colton Houck, the other part of our small channel that we've been to film and just a myriad of other kind of video projects. And yeah, we're here now.
Great. Well, thank you for submitting the Big Pep to the Beyond Corona Film Festival. I was really I really loved this film structure, and I really loved how it played out. So would you talk about when you filmed it? Was it before the pandemic happened?
it was actually right after. It was
Oh,
like
wow.
in May or something.
Okay.
And I think there was a bit of like quasi like I got the idea for the short when I was well, Colt and I would like meet up to go on hikes now and then. And like wherever we met up in a parking lot, and I saw that two people had parked two spaces away to have lunch together. And because this was like early pandemic days, and that was their hangout time. And so then that's how I got the idea for this short.
Oh, amazing. Yeah, I love how it worked like a silent film, and it was beautiful how it played out. It was really entertaining also. Have you made other films during the pandemic or thinking about it?
I mean, we mostly in the same vein that we've done small sketches and shorts. We've have intentions on doing longer scale projects and stuff that's not just exclusively comedy. We've kind of thrown some ideas around, but especially with October, we wanted to do some stuff that was kind of had some elements of horror, or at least I had intended to, and it just kind of depends. So we have stuff in the works, but nothing really set in stone.
Oh, that'd be great to see more content. And yeah, so how has it been during the pandemic for you guys? Has it been challenging, or it seems like you're working around it and finding creative ways to still be able to be a filmmaker? And uh, so yeah, any challenges? Like you said, you wanted to do bigger projects, but are you kind of holding off on that still a little bit?
Right. Well, and Garrison, you can mention this if you want. We're kind of on opposite coasts right now. But so that's been one difficulty, I guess, just the
Yeah.
physical distance. But we've more of our ideas. We've kind of talked about ideas mostly, and not really going forward with what we would normally be doing, because we had kind of a rotation for a while of trying to keep like at once a week, if not every other week, working on something. But for now, since there's since we can't work together, it's just been trying to compile those ideas, and then eventually kind of maybe vet those ones out, so that whenever we get into it, it's a little smoother. Because I think for right now, a lot of what we've done is just kind of we'll have like a broad idea and kind of shoot from the hip and kind of see what feels right as we're shooting it, which works sometimes and doesn't others. So
Exactly. And is there anything you wanted to add about your process or your hopes, your future projects?
Yeah, I mean, like Colt had alluded to, we were kind of making one of these shorts every week for a while, or about every week. And then I ended up moving to the East Coast temporarily. So I've been out here for a couple months, but I'm going to be moving back to Oregon soon.
Uh-huh.
And so Colt and I will start working on stuff again in person, and that'll be really exciting. So yeah, we definitely plan to continue with the Super Rare channel. But like you said, we also have our sights set on bigger projects, which is very much like conceptual at this stage. But I mean, I think for both of us, film has been a dream for a long time. I was just actually thinking in the shower this morning, like, so Colt is my oldest friend. We've known each other since we were 12.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and we actually did collaborate on a film when we were about 12 or 13.
Mm.
And so this has been like a thing for a while. But we kind of like film. So that was like my original dream, was to be a Hollywood film director. And my parents got me a camcorder around that time, and I was making this like huge, for me, like Lego stop motion film.
Oh, wow.
and Colton and I had talked about doing that, and I think he did some of that as well. And I was editing it, and I had like a lot of footage, and I was like doing primitive visual effects, and I was like ripping sound effects, and I had Premiere open and iTunes open, and my computer crashed and I lost everything.
Oh no, because I was gonna say I'd love to see that.
Yeah, thank you. Unfortunately, it's all gone, and so that it really tanked my enthusiasm.
Oh yeah.
Because it was already a long shot for me, like to have that dream. But so then, like, I went through high school, and I was just pretty depressed through a lot of high school, and didn't have a lot of enthusiasm for a lot of things. But then when I was 18, I started writing my first novel, and I'm still actually working on that novel, but I completed it in 2015, and I've since written a sequel, and that actually brought me back around into film, because one of my friends invited me to work on a horror short that I co-wrote with another outfit called Monarch Pictures, by Henry Chastain. He's really good. I recommend checking that out. And so then when Colt and I started reconnecting, I moved back to Bend. It was just kind of natural to work on a project together.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds great. Would you ever consider doing a stop motion project in the future again, just to realize that dream?
You know, I don't think so. I mean, I'm open to anything, because I just love film.
I know that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
Takes
think
forever.
from a technical standpoint, I think yeah, that would take a lot of dedication. And I think in the same vein, like what he was talking about, when I was younger, I did more stop motion stuff as well around that same time frame. I think I wanted to get away from that though, because it was just like, I don't know, I didn't have, I would a lot of times I just forget where like certain movements were leading into or where I was at. And then, so it's a lot of things to pay attention to, a lot of things to be, and I think I lost a lot of patience with it. So for me, I don't know. I'm in the same boat of I'm willing to try a lot of different genres, a lot of different kind of styles. Stop motion, though, yeah, we'll see. I think that's the best way to put it. But I think for like a lot of stuff that we've done so far, like I feel like I tend to focus on the visuals and the technical stuff primarily. That's kind of where a lot of my interest tends to go with a lot of the stuff. So and Garrison tends to be, I mean, he's kind of the writer of the group, so oftentimes he'll have like on that very first sketch that we did, the Big Pep, that was just a short script that he had sent me on the phone, and a lot of like we've had subsequent sketches that are a little more involved, that he's done the full script and kind of the idea, the general footnote for it, and then I do my part to try and do the production stuff with the editing, and if I can contribute to the way it looks visually, then I try to, but obviously limited as we are, there's only so much we can do at the moment, but we try.
To anyone who's like thinking about getting into film, I would just encourage them to just try stuff out, use your phone, get a couple of friends, and just film some random stuff, if that's what you want to do. Yeah, because like with the Big Pep, it was literally just like Colt said, I just texted him this brief sketch of an idea, and he was like, I was like, I want to do this. Let's do this like tomorrow. And he's like, okay. And we had talked about, he brought up the ideas of making a sketch together before, but it was just super spur of the moment. And we were fighting daylight to do that sketch, and we just barely got the footage we needed for it. And yeah, it ended up like being really fun. And so yeah, it's just something that really brings me a lot of joy to work on this sort of thing. And I think that's what filmmaking and art in general is about.
Thank you for joining us this Saturday morning. And I can't wait to see what you're going to come up with next.
Yeah, thank you so much, Allison. I really appreciate the opportunity to be in this festival and to speak with you. Thank you.